Hey everyone, thanks again for joining us for another episode of the Liverpool Connection Podcast. This is PubChat, and here I am again in the third choice garage bar, my own garage here at the house. Apologize, but after the game this morning, I had to go referee some games, so still in my referee warm ups and trying to end the day, and we want to get a podcast out to you guys. So thanks for joining me. Early kickoff this morning, 6:15 a.m. local time. It was below about 30 degrees, 31 degrees here, Fahrenheit. So cold morning, but the regulars that are outside with the heaters and watching the match on the television over there at BD Riley. So, you know, playing Accrington Stanley here in the FA Cup. A lot of local lads playing. People that live near Liverpool. So it was really a festive atmosphere for the match. They're second division, so it's not like Liverpool or our supporters were expecting a really tough game today. So a lot of just more of a feel good kind of looked like a friendly environment. The players, I think, played pretty friendly as well. Not a lot of cheap fouls or anything that was really borderline aggressive or reckless. So um, good day for the Reds, 4-0 victory, and really achieved our purposes today. Advancing to the next round, obviously. Resting players, Mo Salah rested, Robbo rested, Van Dyke rested. So, we got to rest a lot of our regulars today, which bodes well going into the very important fixture on Tuesday versus Nottingham Forest, obviously. So, no injuries. So that's always good. And the bright spot, getting to see the debut of 16-year-old Rio Ngumo, huh? I don't know how to say his name, and I don't want to call him Rio. As I told some of the guys here, I don't want to call him Rio because then that makes me think about Rio Ferdinand, and I do not want to be thinking about any Mank at any time. So I'm going to call the new lad Nuggy. Joe Sawyer and I, we decided we're going to call him Nuggy, whether you hate it or like it. That's what we're going to call him. You guys call him Rio if that's what you want to do. But anyway, great to see him get his debut today. Obviously we bought him from Chelsea, their academy, and from all accounts, he's been really doing well against the first team in practice and training. So he does get the start today, and I'll tell you what, just from the eye test, he looks like he could be the real deal. Played on that left wing, um, and it looked like the defenders. He has really close ball control, very technical, um, just gliding by players, and you can kind of see those defenders who are obviously older than him. Were kind of wary about trying to get stick a foot in there to steal the ball because he was going right by them. Looks a little bigger on the telly than say Trey and Woney, so it looks like he is a little bit stockier and has a bigger build than that. So but anyway, it was exciting. I think the crowd at Anfield was very excited anytime he had the ball over there on that left hand side, and he was cutting it back in. And what a great way he played about 70 minutes today and never looked out of place. And can't wait to see him play more. But saying that with that the lineup we had today and some of the changes, we had a lot of our youngsters playing today. Kwanzaa comes back in. He's only 21, and I know he's hasn't had the form this year that he did last year for us, but he's still the prospect that we all think he was going to be last season. I know there's some growing pains this season, but there's the player there, and we just need to stick with our young lads. Tyler Morton got to play at defensive mid today. I thought he looked great playing in there. Obviously we're talking about playing Accrington Stanley, right? But these players need the games, and they don't get to play together very often. So for them to go in there and dominate the game, we've been there before when we've played lower teams and we haven't really dominated the match, or we've really struggled to put goals in there. So it was nice to put some goals in there. This year 2025, it started with the draw against Man United. and then obviously the loss to Tottenham on our last game. So it was nice to get back on the winning ways, get a clean sheet. Um, Kelleher back in goal for the FA Cup game. Um, I think he was ill. I would like to have um, seen him play against Spurs for the Carabao Cup tie as well, but I think he was ill. So we're going to move on to that. Endo comes in and plays center back next to Kwanzaa. I thought once again Endo played that very well, and he won all his duels. Um, he showed some pace at times, but he looked like, and obviously he has played there quite often for Stuttgart. So he's just an experienced person, and I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, and but our we need a player like that that can fill in center back, defensive mid, adds the experience, the leadership. You know, obviously he's the captain of the Japan national team, so there's a player there. Whether Slot really wants to carry him forward, you know, after this transfer window or next summer, you know, that's another question. But right now he's gonna provide valuable minutes to give people rest. You know, as long as he's here. Have to bring Simicus played on the left, and then our midfield. You know, with Soboslai gets to come back in after being ill. He gets to play 45 minutes, and so getting some good minutes in under his legs because I we have missed his energy in the last couple matches, and so looking forward to seeing him make an impact against Forest on Tuesday as well. You know, up front we have Elliot, Jota, Nunez, and you know, just it's just fluid. You know, Nunez, another person that people wouldn't mind seeing him go. I love Nunez. I think he's an integral part of this team. He's gonna create chances, and just like he did today, you know, a great pass out of the back on a counterattack from Trent over to Nunez, who makes the proper run and he slides it over for Jota for the easiest of finishes. So Nunez is a willing runner. He's just man. I haven't seen anybody so snake bit on scoring goals than him in a long, long time. So they'll start dropping, and you know maybe Robbie Fowler's right. You know, 2 or 3 years of him potentially being great, maybe too long, and we may need to move on. But as long as he's here on the team, I know that he's a fan favorite at Anfield. So I'm gonna continue to support him as well. Um, you know, we got to talk about Trent's shot today, and one of the guys from the podcast, I think it was Delcros or somebody. That's what Trent brings. Bradley can't do that, and you're right. Bradley's not going to hit those, and what we want is just the consistency from Alexander Arnold to do that against you know the top teams, and not take any time being unfocused during the matches when we really need him against in the Premier League. So, what a great strike from him! That was initiated by Nuggy coming in and dribbling and taking a shot and getting deflected out to Trent. And what a shot! I mean, no spin on it, far opposite corner, and it was just a sight to behold. And I know that Trent looked like he had some relief on him and for scoring that goal and what a strike. So good on him. So we go into the break at 2-0. Um, you know, really coasting. We were able to make some changes. You know, Chiesa gets to come in the game and show what he's all about. And I tell you what, he's somebody else that just enjoys his life at Liverpool. I know he hasn't played very often, but there's a quality player there, and for people that really know footy knows that there's a quality player in Chiesa. Um, let's hope he's just not a sick note, you know, for the rest of his Liverpool career, because I'd like to see him be able to play a little bit more, maybe give Salah more rest over there on that right wing. And at the end of the game, Chiesa did get his goal, and good on him. You know, he's so excited. I can't wait to see some of the videos of him after the match, just celebrating his goal. I did see a little video of him walking to the tunnel. He didn't have his shirt, so some lucky supporter has got Chiesa's shirt after his debut goal for Liverpool. Um, we were able to make some other changes. Jaden Dans gets to come in, and within 3 or 4 minutes of being in, he creates the goal. He nicks the ball and drives it towards the goal, and it ends up Case. He gets it over to Case. Case takes a shot. Great save by the keeper, and then there's Dan's in there to follow up. He's already scored 3 FA Cup goals in this season and last. So he's another exciting prospect that Liverpool has, and you know, fortunate, I guess, for us for today anyway, that he got injured early on in the season where he wasn't able to go out on loan. So hopefully he'll be able to stick with the first team and not get loaned out in January, and so he can help contribute to all the games that we're going to have to play um, from now on until the end of the season. They're going to come fast and thick, and we're going to need all hands on deck to really achieve some of the goals that we all are wanting to achieve, especially the Premier League, Champions League. That will get started back up in February. Um, we got the business of reversing the 1-0 the 1-0 defeat to Tottenham. On the home leg, we'll be able to take care of that business. I'm 100% sure of that. And then tomorrow, seeing who our draw is in the next round of the FA Cup. But anyway, just a great day. Hopefully everybody enjoyed watching the game. And the attendance at the pub was light today, but I understand that. But for me, I love seeing the opportunity of these young players being able to come in. Slot tends to keep a smaller squad, it seems, and he's not giving out the debuts as much as Klopp did, but he did today, and we're all better for that. And I'm so excited for the future of of Rio, aka Nuggy. So hope you guys enjoy the podcast. Put on your like or your notifications, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Or actually, we'll have a preview of the Forest match here in the next couple of days. So until then, cheers. Hope you guys stay safe, and until next time.